Good morning. Teddy, why is your membership the first thing I see? Are you here? My light is blocking. Hold on, y'all. Oh, we're back to the days of the vertical. Hello, my good people. I just wanted to come. Hold on. Oh, God. I just wanted to come live and do this vertical because I did not get a chance to do my regular live this past weekend. I don't have another phone to do a mic check. Don't know how the sound is going to be because I have this AirPod in. Hold on, give me a second. Mm, I don't forgot how to work my vertical. Oh, I can invite people while I'm already live? Oh, nice. Sorry, y'all. Um, okay. All right. So, mm, I did not get a chance to, maybe not. Hold on. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. I did not get a chance to do my okay, sorry, y'all. I didn't get a chance to do my weigh-in this weekend, so I wanted to make sure that I did do a live and tell you guys. I'm so sorry that I didn't make my live this weekend. I was incredibly busy. Some of y'all know if you see my community post that I was celebrating a friend of mine's birthday. So I was in Georgia this weekend having a good time. So I did not hi Michelle. Good morning, good afternoon. I did not have time to do a live stream to do an update on how my week of intuitive eating went or what my weigh-in was or anything. So we're going to get into a little bit of that today and then we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming this Saturday. So if you don't like the verticals, I'm sorry. It's just a really quick setup. I just got to my house sit last night and I was going to do this last night, but unfortunately the homeowners were still here and they left this morning. So now I have the house to myself where I can be loud and make a bunch of noise or whatever. So I wanted to talk about my experience with drinking on Zepbound. Now, hey Jenny, good morning. Good afternoon. I keep saying good morning. Hello, hello. I scheduled this at the last minute, so people probably did not get notifications. They probably won't see yeah, they probably won't see this till later, which is fine. I'm only gonna be on here for about an hour. I wanna try to go do a coffee run before I head to work. Can y'all give me a sound check? Because this is the first time I'm doing a live in these AirPods. Hi, Teddy. How are you? Glad to see you're back. So I wanted to talk about drinking on Zepbound. Does anybody out there, if you're watching this on the playback, then you can let me know in the comments. Does anybody drink alcohol while on Zepbound? Now, I want to tell y'all about my experience. So, I went out a few weeks ago and I did have some drinks. I think I had about 3 or 4 drinks in one night and I was toe up, right? I was toe up that day and I was toe up the next day. I was super duper hungover. I felt dehydrated. I felt nauseous. I felt sick. But I thought it was honestly just because I hadn't drank in a long time. So my tolerance was much lower. And I pretty much spent the whole day recovering. Like it was not fun. I didn't even connect it to the Zepbound, right? Well, I went out again, obviously, this weekend um, for the birthday, and I didn't even drink that much. I maybe had a glass of wine. Honestly, a glass of wine split into like 2 drinks. Like I didn't even have the whole glass at once. I had a glass of wine and I told y'all before I like old fashions. I had 1 old fashioned. I was so sick. I was so sick the next day. I'm talking about you would think that I was drinking from sunup to sundown the way that I was so super duper hungover and just, I mean, gut wrenchingly sick. It was horrible. Mm. Now I did eat. I did eat the day that I was drinking. I did drink late at night, and it was 3 days after shot day. So this maybe is what plays a role into why I ended up getting so sick. Hi, reindeer. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Um, so I got really, really sick. And again, I spent most of the day recovering. Like I did ultimately get up and move my body. I know for a fact I was dehydrated because I was at a hotel and I just was not drinking enough water. But it was bad. I was down so bad. I was down so bad. Later in the day, I did end up eating, but it did make it worse. I mean, it didn't make it better. And I constantly felt like I was gonna throw up. Again, not connecting it to the Zepbound until the very next day. The very next day, it clicked for me that the reason that I was probably so sick is because of the delayed stomach emptying or the slowed digestion that Zepbound causes or that tirzepatide, a GLP-1 causes. I think that the delayed stomach emptying makes drinking alcohol a horrible experience. Teddy says, I would say that I feel like wine impacts me more than actual liquor these days. Yeah. And you know what I think that's about, Teddy? I think it's about the fact that it's sweet. Mm. I take that back. The first night I did have another drink. I forgot. I had a buzzball for the first time. And that was very, very sweet. Um, I wonder if there's a difference in the processing of like pure alcohol, like a pure spirit versus a wine that's more on the sweeter end. I actually don't know the answer, but the point is that it dawned on me after a day of what I would consider light drinking. I sound sick. I don't know what's going on, but it dawned on me like, oh, it's Zepbound. I cannot drink on Zepbound, and the reason I never noticed it before is because I only drink a couple times a year. I drink for birthdays and holidays and maybe a vacation. So I only drink a handful of times. Like I can count on one hand how many, occasions, not exactly how many drinks I have during the year, but how many occasions will, prompt me to drink in one year. So I wasn't thinking of it before. I think the last time I probably had a drink before the time I went out a few weeks ago was probably back in like March or something for my birthday. Or I don't even think I drank when I went to Europe this summer. I don't think I had any alcohol. Hmm, I don't think I did. Oprah says her GLP-1 has made her stop drinking. But see, the thing about that reindeer is that like there's no drinking for me to stop because I'm not a drinker. Does that make sense? Please like the stream if you haven't already. Or maybe I don't know. Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, do I have to like decide that I'm just never gonna drink again while I'm on a GLP-1? Because I was so sick. I was so I was so sick. When I was in Mexico earlier, well, yeah, earlier last year for my birthday, I was on a GLP-1. I don't remember being super sick, but something about some wasn't right about this weekend. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's some sort of prep I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I should see if anybody else has made content on this, like how to prep yourself if you're on a GLP-1 for a night of drinking or something like that. But yeah, it was bad. So it dawned on me like, oh, it's the Zepbound. Okay. I don't know if it matters which day of the week I had just taken my shot versus when I actually started drinking. I don't know if that matters. I don't know if the amount of food I've eaten matters. I don't know how much water I was drinking mattered. I think off of a GLP-1, those things matter. So I'm gonna assume they still matter while on a GLP-1. But I'm kind of leaning more toward just don't drink. Or if I am gonna drink, like I'm probably just gonna have to limit myself to one. Because it's not like I go out every weekend anyway. It's not like I go out every weekend, but that whole, oh, it's a night out and I can have 2, 3, 4 drinks just casually. No, I don't think I can do that because I felt drunk the next day. Mm. It wasn't just a hangover. It was like the alcohol was taking forever to leave my system. It was really, really bad. But that wasn't the only thing that was bad this week. So we left off last week at 169 pounds. So I had made it down to 167. Y'all are funny. Okay. The members are funny. I made it down to 167, but then when I did my official weigh-in, that was my cheat weigh-in. When I did my official weigh-in, it showed that I was back up to 169, which meant I had just maintained for the week. And most of y'all was like, you probably just need to go to the bathroom. You probably just need to go to the bathroom and you'll be back down to 167. So I went throughout the week. I had a really bad week of eating, I'm not gonna lie. Because I've been traveling. I went from what did I do? I went from North Carolina to South Carolina to Georgia. back to North Carolina all from last Sunday. No, yeah, last Sunday until yesterday, which was Sunday. So from Sunday to Sunday, I was state hopping, which means I was eating on the road the entire time. I drank 2 days after my shot, no more. Like never again, like it was bad. So yeah, it was 3 days after my shot when I was drinking, and I felt like I was not gonna make it. Like I'm in town for a birthday weekend, and I'm telling my friend, like, listen, because I hadn't put it together with the Zepbound yet. I'm like, if I throw up, my day is ruined. Like the weekend is probably ruined. Like I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You said Tigga long time. That's not Tigga. That's somebody else. Hello, Digga. Digga 215 is somebody else. That's actually ironic. That's Philadelphia. That's Philadelphia. I'm just saying, Jen, if you think that's Tommy, that's not Tommy. I don't know if that's what you were thinking, but no, that's somebody different. I don't know who that is. But anyway, um, so anyway, I was down bad. I'm Digga. Yeah, yes, Philly. Yes. I know the 215. Anyway, but thank you for joining and thank you for the compliment. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, so the drinking had me down bad. The eating had me down bad, but I did weigh in. Now, funnily enough, I brought my scale with me. Y'all know I travel with my scale. There is no shame in my game because I got 240-pound PTSD. Okay. So I always got to be on top of like weight gain or stalls, or like I have to be on top of what my weight is doing at least once a week. Okay. So I brought my scale with me. And when I took my scale out of the bag in my hotel room, my friend looked at me like, I know you didn't bring no goddamn scale with you. And then like 2 seconds later, she was stepping on it. I mean, literally, like she was looking at me with such judgment. And then was like, wait, let me see how much I weigh. Anyway, so the point is I brought my scale with me, but I had a really bad week of eating. I traveled on Sunday. I ate out that day. That wasn't my fault. When I got home, my dad already had bought chicken wings for me. He's been doing that a lot lately. I'm not sure why. Like when I come home, he's bringing me like chicken wings every day. And I don't know how to tell him to stop. I don't know how to tell him to stop. He's just like, I got you some chicken wings. I got you some chicken wings. I got you some chicken wings. I'm just like, thanks. Thanks, Dad. Thanks. But so I had chicken wings Sunday. That was the only thing I ate. Monday, again, I had some chicken wings, I had some coffee. Tuesday, Wednesday, I couldn't tell you what I was eating. I have no idea. I don't even know if I ate. Like I stopped tracking because I couldn't accurately track what I was eating out. Because they were from places that like didn't have logs and lose it. Like chain places will have log, right? If I want to put KFC or something like that, I can find that and lose it. But if it's like some store, some restaurant that, nobody's heard of, then it's kind of hard to accurately track. So I had stopped tracking. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't even know what I ate. Thursday, I traveled again. I went down to Georgia, so I was at a hotel. I ate out again, fast food, and Friday I ate out again. Some more chicken wings. Like it was I ate out the whole week. There was not one cooked meal the whole entire week. When I went home to South Carolina, not only was I working, right? Like not only was I working, so it's really hard for me to cook while I work, but I was preparing for my trip. So I had to do my hair, which took 8 fucking hours. I had to prepare my clothes. I was still getting deliveries. I had to get my nails done. I had to travel to different stores. My dad lives in the middle of nowhere. So to get anywhere is a 45-minute drive. Like it was a mess. So it was just coffee and one meal, like every day, the whole day. I was very ill. That's why I take my shot on Monday so I can go out on the weekend. That makes perfect sense. Dad, no more chicken wings. I'm gonna tell him when I go back. I am, because I was just like, oh my god, how am I supposed to tell him? Zim and Morty, asking him for ask him for a chicken and salad instead. Zim and Morty, I am a big, huge girlfriend. Girlfriend. Grr fan. Okay, there's a grr onesie that I want right now. And it's funny that you said Morty. You're like me and my cousin put together. I got my cousin a pickle Rick onesie for Christmas, but I didn't get myself the grr one, and I want it real bad. Will you get it for me, Zim and Morty? Will you get it for me? Not to derail the combo, but I made 1 year Manjaro versity yesterday. Versary. Y'all can tell my mouth is dry because I'm like, I can't get my words out. Congratulations, reindeer. Hi, sweetie. Hey, V. Saw your post. Looks like a whole turn up. Hope you had fun. We had a good time of shenanigans. Maybe I can tell the members about it on a story time. Not even maybe. I can tell you guys about it on story time. I wanted to go live with her so bad, but we were just caught up in the moment. 65 pounds down is wonderful. Yes, congratulations to reindeer, okay? Tell him chicken wings, tell him chicken and salad instead. You know what's interesting about that? So you're new and most people know I don't eat salad, I don't eat vegetables. But I've been seriously considering this lately. Like I've been on this whole okay, so this whole experience has been exhausting. I'll talk about this and then I'll go back to my weigh in really quickly. But this whole experience has been exhausting. So I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like it's about that time I start changing things that I wasn't I didn't really feel was important enough to change before, like my lack of produce in my diet. Now, I am still team if you like it, eat it. If you don't like it, don't eat it. But I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I at least have to figure out how to incorporate a salad into my life. Because it's so hard for and this is for hydration purposes, it's so hard for me to get enough water. Like, I've been tracking my water like crazy, but it's so hard for me to get beyond 60 ounces of water in a day because I'm not thirsty. So I have to find other means of hydration. And if that's gonna come in the version of a cucumber and some lettuce leaf, then I'm just gonna have to be an adult and suck it up. Okay. Okay. Um, One thing I refuse to eat outside my house is salad. See, and then y'all start making it complicated. Then Jen don't want to leave her house for salad or chicken, but we working on chicken and salad. Baby steps, Jen. You got to eat vegetables. The fiber in there keeps you full, makes you eat less, and saving calories. I'm already on a GLP-1, Zim and Morty, so I'm not really concerned about appetite, if that makes sense. Now fiber, yes, I do. Ugh, extra fiber would be nice for my bowel movements and all of that. Make sure I'm not constipated. That would be nice for that. But I feel like the whole fiber conversation and the produce conversation has been blown way out of proportion. And I think in response to that, I'm rebelling and just like, I don't want any of it. Like not only do I not like it, but it's like when people like try to force it on you, it's just like but no, I hear you. I definitely hear you. It would be nice. It would definitely be nice for me to get some produce into my diet. So I'm just at a point where I'm really, really burnt out by this journey. So it's time to switch it up to like try to get me re-engaged. Just try to switch it up to try to get me re-engaged. So I am considering the salad, but when I say salad, I don't even mean like a really, really nice salad or what I would think y'all would consider a nice salad. I'm talking about some like romaine, some cucumber. I haven't even gotten beyond that. I know I can eat romaine. I know I can eat cucumber. I haven't even gotten very far past that and some chicken. I haven't even gotten very far past that. Like I don't want no tomatoes. So I'm just like croutons is just extra gluten for no reason. Okay, let me get off the high horse about the salad. Okay, but thank you, Tim and Morty. You're right, and I will start working on that. Okay, so my weigh in. Okay, so I had a really bad week of eating, but I did still weigh in. I took my scale with me. And I weighed in on Sunday as usual because I want to be consistent. My last weigh in was, I think, like 169.9 or something like that. And I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure I weighed in at 170.5. So I'm up a pound. The reason I'm saying I'm pretty sure is because it could have been 171, but I'm like 98% sure it was 170.5. And I didn't it's saved on my scale, but I don't have it in the app yet because they weren't synced when I did the weigh-in. So after a week, I was let me tell y'all something. I was so scared to get on the scale because I thought it was gonna be like 175. Like, that's how horribly I was eating, but in hindsight, I was only eating, like, once a day. I was even drinking, like, sugary drinks, like, it was crazy. But I was only technically eating, like, once a day, so if I could accurately track, if I had to guess, I was still eating, not on purpose, but I was still eating less than 1,500 calories a day. Like, even with the fast food, I would bet that I was still eating, less than 1,500 calories a day, so maybe that's why I didn't gain more, or who knows, maybe I really maintained and the 1 pound is a fluke, but I got on a scale, okay? And I wanted to tell y'all about it because I was terrified. I was it's gonna say 174.5. Like, I thought it was gonna be really, really bad. But I knew I didn't lose though. It was crazy. Hello, Charlie. You're a sub. Thank you for subscribing. You're a picky eater. You have been all your life. I am, but I just feel like the older I get, the less of an excuse that can be. I want to like the things that I eat, but I have been kind of moving toward this tip, like, your food don't have to be good necessarily all the time. Like, you eat for the nutrition, okay? Eat for the freaking nutrition. I have been eating nonstop on these meds, so I'm trying to focus on the gym and watching my foods. I ate fast food more than ever last week. Yeah, I don't know. Um, okay, whatever. Uh that might be a kid, Michelle. I don't know, or somebody pretending to be a kid. I don't know. But anyway, um so yeah, it was a bad week of eating out. I feel really, really sick from it. I think I'm a little constipated from it. And I did not keep up with my water. And now the week before, I had decent water intake, but this past week, like, always being in the car and then being in a hotel room, like, I'm not drinking the tap water in the hotel room and then constantly forgetting to get bottles of water. Like, it was just a mess. It was a mess of a weekend. I'm not gonna lie, but I had a good time. So I'll do a stream for the members, a short one. I'll do a short stream for the members when I have time to tell y'all about how my weekend was. And if you haven't seen the pictures, you can go to my community tab to see some of them. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. It was interesting. So moving forward, we're into a new week. Oh, again, and another thing, I didn't work out all last week. There was no time. There was no time when I was in South Carolina for me to drive 35 miles, a 45-minute drive to the gym, do an hour and a half workout, and then drive, 35 miles back. That's a 3-hour gym day, and then got to go to work. Like, and I'm still getting ready. Like, no, then I was hungover the whole weekend, so there was no going to the gym with that. There was no working out with that. So I am disappointed about that because I had a really good groove going with my gym schedule. And ever since I got sick, it's like going on. I was sick for 2 weeks. Then I went back to the gym for like 1 week. And now this past week I didn't go at all. So we're working on like 3 to 4 weeks since I've been sick, and I still haven't gotten back into a good groove as far as my gym routine. But I mean, my trainer's being pretty patient with me. I mean, why wouldn't he be? He's being paid. So whatever. But I'm kind of like really disappointed that I didn't get any exercise other than walking. I didn't get any exercise in the past week. So that's the verdict. I am up a pound. I'm probably going to, I don't want to lie and say I'm not going to drink on Zepbound. But I don't think we should. How many of you think it matters? Like how many people think it matters versus like, oh, it doesn't matter? Because I don't know. Also, I was watching a Zepbound commercial. Did y'all notice that they changed pancreatitis to inflamed pancreas as a side effect? So they're not pushing or warning against pancreatitis anymore. They now have it labeled as inflamed pancreas. It only matters if you regularly drink. That's actually a wonderful way to put it. I guess that's why I'm so torn because I'm like I don't drink that often anyway, so I don't really feel a need to like not drink when the occasion comes up. I probably drink more in the past month because of two occasions than I have in the past year. And that was because I went out to dinner one night and the other time was a birthday. Um and then I probably won't drink again until my birthday in March. And then after that, I probably won't see another drink. I won't even say for 4th of July. I probably won't see another drink till like Thanksgiving. Like between March and Thanksgiving, there's like nothing. Like I don't even drink for the 4th of July. It's crazy. It's bad. Truly Toy says don't drink. Yeah, yeah. I think if you drink regularly, you probably should dial it down or stop. But if you don't drink regularly, if you only drink a handful of times during the year, then it's probably okay. But when you do drink, stay away from the sweet stuff because that's a recipe for disaster. So if you don't like, just some simple like bourbon or vodka or like if you don't like drinks with minimal ingredients where you can actually taste the alcohol, because a lot of times people drink stuff that's sweet because they don't like the taste of alcohol. So if you're that person, be very careful. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't think it's the alcohol completely. I think it's the sugar. I think it's the sugar in combination with the alcohol. Like I can I can eat a cookie and be okay. I can drink some bourbon and be okay. But you start combining that alcohol with sweet ingredients, like sweet lemonades and cranberry juices and syrups and don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth that. I'm telling y'all, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet had I, and I'm a wine girly, so this is hard for me. This is really, really hard for me because I love wine. But I'm willing to bet that had I just had like a shot of bourbon on the rocks, I would have been perfectly fine the next day. They are studying GLP-1 for alcoholism, so who knows? It would make that would make sense on a couple of levels. That would make sense on the addiction level, right? How it works in the brain, but also like, see, I don't know about the physical level. Like I was having a problem with because alcoholics, I don't know if they get that physical sickness from drinking. Like they drink to keep from getting sick, to keep from going through withdrawals. So I don't know if they get that like that gut wrenching like hangover. And then I've known people that say like the way to get rid of a hangover is to drink some more. Is that like a myth? Like I've seen hungover people drink a beer at 11 o'clock in the morning. Is that real? Because I'm not doing that. I'm going to thug it out. I'm going to thug it out. Like I'm just going to be sick the whole day. I don't no, don't bring no alcohol near me if I'm hungover. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be near it. So I'm wondering like if that's a myth. Does anybody know? Has anybody tried that? Hangover is withdrawal. That's some acute withdrawal though. That's some acute with like that's fast as hell. Hangover is withdrawal, so the way to get over it is to that's scary. So just enough to take the edge off. I couldn't do it though. That's why I just thug it out. I had some wine and another buzz ball that I could have drank. No, no. I see Holly is behind in the stream. So I get the beer thing. So you get the beer. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So yeah, I had someone tell me that like you get over a hangover, and this is when I was really young, and I've never tried it because it's like if I'm hungover, the last thing I want is more alcohol. But I get how that's like, it seems counterintuitive, but I get if it's withdrawal, then I get how that just made me feel bad though, Jen, because I don't, to me, ideally, the best drinking experience is with no hangover the next day. And before a GLP-1, I could drink red wine. Like I could drink 2 glasses of red wine, maybe even 3 glasses, and get buzzed and not be hungover the next day. White wine, I don't like white wine. It's a completely different story. White wine will have me total fuck up, and I think it's because of again of the sugar. But or if I drink like alcohol with no mixers, I'll be fine the next day before a GLP-1. But now being on GLP-1, I'm just like that shit is taking too long to get out of my system. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. And alcohol is processed by the liver. So I wonder if there's this weird thing where it's like the liver can't process fast enough because we're not digesting the alcohol fast enough. I gotta do some research into like how the metabolism of alcohol occurs. I gotta do some research into that because I'm just like, damn, like, am I overwhelming my liver? Because you know what else gets processed by the liver only? Fructose, sugar. Well, particular type of sugar, version of sugar, fructose. Fructose. So like you're combining alcohol with sweet stuff with fructose. Fructose is sweet, glucose is not. So glucose can be used up by all the cells in the body, but fructose goes straight to the liver for processing. So does alcohol. So when you combine the two, on top of delayed digestion or stomach emptying, it's like a it it just feels really horrible. So I don't know. I think if I can't I think I'm done with like the mixed drinks. Hi Kim. Hey everyone. I remember having oh hearing about trying to drink a beer remedy in college. Yeah. No, I was like I know a couple people that be cracking open a beer at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why are you doing why are you doing that? Cause that's the best way to get over a hangover. What? Okay, so what happens after you finish the beer? Like, okay, so you took the edge off. Now what? Do you need another beer at the night to take that edge off? Like, or are you just like, is it like a neutralizer? Because I understand that for drugs. I mean, I understand it for alcohol too, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the reason I'm questioning it is because I'm gonna be going out again, but not to drink, but like I'm wondering if I should avoid drinking at a restaurant. Also, back to Jen's point, that's a wonderful point. Take your shot on Monday so you can drink on the weekend. But the problem was, Jen, I took my shot on Monday and was drinking by Thursday. Cut it. Cut it. No, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing it. If it's not Saturday, Sunday if you're nasty. Maybe I have a drink for brunch or I'm getting my nails done. You know, sometimes they have a little oh yeah, I did drink. I had a little bit of like sparkling wine at the nail salon or whatever. But and that was like a couple months ago or whatever, but a few weeks ago. Girl, I just feel like crap all day. Didn't have well, I don't know. I don't know if it works. I'm not about to try it though. I know that much. I just need to not be hungover. Like I need to drink drinks that are not gonna have me be hungover. But you know what? I'm also surprised that the scale wasn't up further considering the drinking and the eating out all week. It's all salt, fried food, oil, and alcohol and sugary drinks. I'm surprised. That's how you know the GLP-1 is doing the damn thing. Now I'm giving Zepbound 1000% credit for this because if I was just losing weight like the natural way, I would have retained like 3, 4 pounds of water over that. You seem to be more sensitive since you say you're not hungry all week. Yeah, no. And that was also a reason why I didn't eat a lot, but the things that I did eat were fast food and they were calorie dense. So I still think I underate. Like I still think I ate less than 1,500 calories a day, but the quality of the food was just so bad. It was just everything was fried. It was really, really bad. I even had pizza once. Like it was just I was just winging it. I was just winging it. Just increase your water, do 3 Stanleys, and put in some electrolytes. You'll be back on track. Yeah, I see. I don't have my Stanley with me, but I do have. So the Stanleys are 45 ounces. I have a 30-ounce Owala with me, um, and I can barely get through 3 of those. Like I can barely, like, I'm in the bathroom all day, like, it just comes straight out of me. So I'm lying. I will do 2 Awalas and 1, 20-ounce water bottle with electrolytes is what I've been doing. So that's 80 ounces, which is good. That's decent. But sometimes if I don't get through that second Awala, I'm down bad. I'm down bad. And I watched your, well, I didn't get to finish the stream, sweetie, but I did see your list of stuff that you went over for the skincare. And I was like, all right, sweet tea and this goddamn water. We're gonna do this. I was because my skin has been struggling so bad, and I got sick once, and it undid everything that I was working hard on. Like my skin was just starting to recover. I had even sent Delilah pictures. My skin was just starting to recover, and I got sick. All the moisture left my body, all of it. All of it left, and I've been trying to replace it ever since for weeks. So, I saw your list and I'm like, "Okay, the water, the water, the water, the water, the water. Okay, like the water, more water, more water." More water. Just saying it flushes and hydrates you from what cocktails took out your body. Okay. Yeah, we was down bad. We ain't having no water. Like we was in there laid out. It was bad. So yeah, I think I am more sensitive. I'm a lot. No, I know for a fact I'm more sensitive to sugar. I am more sensitive to alcohol. So I guess for the first time in my life, I just feel like I don't enjoy drinking. Like I enjoy the drink, but I don't enjoy like if I have to be defeated for the whole next day, there's no point. There's no point. So I think the next time, if I decide to drink again, it's probably gonna be minimal ingredients. That's why I like the old fashioned. It's just bourbon, like a teaspoon of simple syrup, which is like sugar water, um, and some bitters and an orange peel. It's very minimal, very minimal. But you have a couple sweet. We had some sweet ass wine. It was bad. That wine was sweet as hell. I was like, oh. But yeah, so I'm surprised the scale is not up further, but I'm gonna take this as a win, right? Only being back to 170, I'm gonna take that as a win. Okay. It was I really wish that 167 would have stuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really wish that 167 would have stuck, but it's okay. We're moving forward. So I'm about to get out of here. Let's just talk about what I'm going to do moving forward. I'm getting back to my oh, thank you, Michelle. I'm getting back to my workout routine as of today. I have a home workout today, and then I'm in the gym tomorrow. I am okay. See, this is my problem, sweetie. Let me tell you what my problem is. This is 30 ounces of water right here, right? It is going on 2 p.m. and I have not started on this yet. I mean, other than like a sip. Mhm. That's problematic. I need to start my water intake earlier, and I can't figure it out because I be asleep. I get off of work at 1 a.m. Maybe I need to do like a planner episode. I'm not an episode, but like a planner live where y'all help me. I gotta put myself on a water schedule. It's bad. So I'll go to sleep at 1 a. I mean, I get off of work at 1 a.m. I'm probably asleep by 2. Yeah, I can drink water that late, but then I'm gonna be up all night going to the bathroom. So I try to stop my water intake by like 11:30 midnight. And then I sleep until like 8, 9 o'clock. But for some reason, between that point and like 3 p.m., like I'm not getting my first water intake until like 2, 3 o'clock. And I had this on my nightstand. We talked about this months ago. Keep the water on your nightstand. I'm not thirsty, so I'm not drinking it. And it's kind of hard to force it down. It's not like I don't like, some people are like, oh, I just don't like water. I don't like the taste of water. It is not that. It is just Zepbound got me effed up. Hey, sweet Journey of Life. It sends you a message to drink and it goes off if you don't meet your goal. See, that sounds see, the reason I wouldn't like that is because um I am on a no alarm journey. So I don't have alarms to wake me up. The only way I have an alarm is for a reminder of something. Like if I know I need to do something in like 2 hours, yeah, I'll set alarms for that. But even that, I'm trying to reduce. So I don't think I would like that. I don't think I would like that. But maybe I need to try it because clearly I'm not doing well on my own. I'm not doing well on my own. Like I had really started to increase my water intake last weekend. But the downside to it is I was in the bathroom all the time. I was in the bathroom like every hour. Some people drink more from a glass. We did talk about that. Maybe I need to do that. Mm. Maybe the problem is the straw. I literally thought I had a kidney stone this morning because my side was just poking pain. Are you okay? Like, did you get that worked out? Did it go away? I had that feeling too, and I think it was my effing liver. Okay, that was another thing that happened. I don't know. I don't know what side my liver was on, and I can't remember what side the pain was on, or my kidneys or something. But whatever. No, the kidneys is toward the back. But when I was drinking, uh, like the next day, I had like the sharpest pain. It's not funny, but I really like I had the sharpest pain and I'm like, "Oh my god, did I just like kill my liver off of like 2, 3 drinks? Like this is crazy." Don't drink on Zepbound, y'all. And if you do, don't include no sugar with it. Don't include no sugar in your drinks. I'm gonna say no sugar because simple syrup is like sometimes just like less than a teaspoon, but don't be doing like the all the pineapple juice and the mixers, the sweet and sours. Leave all that shit alone. Pre-mixed drinks. Hmm. Hey, Journey of Life. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. We're just talking about how I can't get enough water. And Sweet Tea has finally convinced me. The way Jen convinced me to walk, and that didn't last long. It didn't last long. It's because it got cold. But Sweet Tea has convinced me that I need to up my water intake, which I already know. I'm having a hard time actually accomplishing that, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna try the cup thing because we did talk about that before, and I just completely forgot about it. Um, do y'all? Okay, are y'all like sipping water throughout the day, or are y'all drinking like one cup every couple hours? Like, how do y'all consume y'all water, or y'all don't think about it? Because I forget. Honestly, I'll forget, and then I'll drink about 4 ounces. I'll say roughly 4 ounces through the straw. It's subsided now. Okay. Well, if it starts up again, definitely go get that checked. Go see your doctor. We don't have time, inflamed pancreas, stones, all of these things happen. Kim sips all day. You are doing great. We are just trying to help. Yeah, I know. I do feel like I'm doing great. I'm burnt. I don't know how many like I think I'm gonna keep saying it until the next 25 pounds comes off. I am burnt. I am burnt. I am so y'all, I'm over it. Like I am seriously over this whole fucking process of weight loss. Like I'm honestly low key over Zepbound, but it's not because Zepbound has done anything wrong. I think I'm over the 10 milligram dose. Like I love this dose, but it's a little too good at what it does. And I think I'm having some fatigue from my dose. I do think so. It sounds like you need a solid hour of skinny talk. You know what? That might do it. I budget my vanity. Skinny talk is toxic, but like some you kind of got to chew the meat and spit out the bones. And I haven't watched Skinny Talk in a while. I haven't watched it in a while. Um, I haven't watched a compilation in a while. And there have been plenty of times where I was like, "Phew," and then one of y'all will send me a compilation, and I'm like, "Bet, let's get up, let's go." You need people to yell at you. Oh my god, I need skinny people. I need skinny girls to be like, "You're fat, get up." That's bad. Some people take skinny talk so seriously, and I'm just like, you're supposed to have fun with it, okay? Like some of them may very well be serious with their content, but it's like chew the meat, spit out the bones, But sometimes it does get a little ridiculous. Mm. Um, Let me take a sip now. I need to do better. Yes, Teddy's looking good. Have y'all seen him? Muscles popping. Muscles popping. I drink a few bottles a day. I don't do those Stanley cups. I'm not carrying those heavy ass cups around. Yeah, but I'm also not buying water bottles, Jen. I know I got time for that. I'm not buying no bunch of plastic water bottles. You're burnt out. I am. I'm down bad. Yeah, yeah. I'm down bad. Um, just sent me one last night. Oh, Jen sent me one last night. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes like Sweet Tea, Jen. I'm not sure if Reindeer has probably sent me. No, maybe Nicole, one of y'all, but a few of y'all have like y'all randomly email me a compilation and it's like literally just what I needed. So it'll yeah, okay. I'm gonna do my skinny talk therapy. You right, sweetie. I'm gonna go on I'm gonna go on my skinny talk therapy. Journey, how far are you away from your goal? I'm tired. I'm tired. Like wait now let me tell y'all, weight loss is rewarding, like Jen said, because maybe I should save this for the members. I need to story time, y'all. How many of y'all live in the South? None of y'all. None of y'all live in the South. Y'all live in the Northeast and the West Coast, right? Midwest for Nicole. Y'all West Coast and Northeast. Yeah, he's looking skinty. Teddy popped up skinny out of nowhere. Am I the only one that feels that way? Like Teddy literally just popped up skinny out of nowhere. Like he was a teddy bear. one day, and then he was a skinny teddy bear the next day. And it's just like, you could have took us with you. Like, you didn't have to leave us behind. Like, you don't have to do that. Okay, so Kim's in the South. That's Virginia. Um, oh Lord. Um, yeah. The reason I was asking is because I mean, maybe y'all won't care because a lot of y'all are older than me, but do I want to? I don't want to. Ain't that many people watching. Okay, so uh, we okay. So the South has. Oh God, I don't want to offend nobody, but ask me, do I care? Not really. But some of the Southern states, okay, have a reputation for not being able to dress, and I'm saying this reputation has maybe been started by New Yorkers. Okay, I don't know if we deserve credit for this. I don't know. I don't know, but I've lived in the South for quite some time now, and you know, the fashion sense is different. It's very different. I will say that being a New Yorker, born and raised, there are things I will wear in the South, outside in public, that I would not wear in New York. Hello, still me. All the trends start from New York. Yeah, but I'm saying like, but like the reputation for people in the South, not because I don't want the Atlanta people to come in here or the Houston people to come in here and be like, oh, we can try. No, we ain't talking about your major city people, okay? Like, I don't want the Miami people, the Florida people be like, Florida, all right now. I don't know. Are we giving Florida a pass or like I don't know. But anyway, I said that to say Southerners have a reputation for an alternative fashion sense. Okay, now the person, my friend that I went to Georgia with, well, she lives in Georgia. Sorry, when I went to see her for her birthday, we're from New York. We're from the Bronx. Okay, we're from the Bronx, and let's just say that when we went out, we stuck out like sore thumbs. And I don't even think we were that over the top dressed. We were not. Like that was like just a regular. I mean, it was her birthday, so she's bright pink. She has the crown or whatever. But like, and then I had on the all black. I don't even feel like that was like super over the top, y'all. It was it was interesting. Like I live in well, I don't live in North Carolina no more, but I've lived in North Carolina for years, so I was always taken aback by like the lack of style. And I don't even know how to dress that well. I don't. I really don't. Like I'm one of the New Yorkers that got left behind because I just didn't care about a fashion sense. But even me, like, no, we weren't in Atlanta. We were in Augusta, which apparently is baby Atlanta. I didn't know. I said, girl, you done invited me to the ghetto? I like we ain't grow up in the ghetto, but I'm like, girl, you invited me to I said, baby Atlanta. That sound ghetto. Ugh. But when we went out, we we stuck out. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to see the pictures, you can go to my community. We stuck out. We stuck out. Hey Vivi, how are you? We stuck out real bad. Like it was not bad. Like it wasn't bad. It was just like, but maybe it's me because I'm a people watcher. Like I people watch, right? Like I look at what's going on around me. I look at how people are dressed and blah blah. Blah. Yeah, like I think for Atlanta, I probably would have been on par or even maybe in some places underdressed. But where we went, I felt like either we were overdressed or everybody else around us was underdressed because they were acting like they never seen people get dressed before because none of them were dressed. I'm talking about men and women. Like nobody was dressed. Jeans, hoodies, shorts. Y'all know those big furry bear boots, tank tops, t-shirts. It was like imagine like so if you look at the pictures that I posted on my community tab, like how we were dressed. But then imagine everybody around us got on like shorts and tank tops and hoodies and jeans. We stuck out. Very casual. It was beyond it was like a step below casual. Like maybe 2, 3 steps below casual. It was like lounge. It was like lounge, uh like you going on a porch. But like was everyone else in the PJs? Okay, so they were like a step below casual, but a step above PJs. So they were like like it wasn't quite PJs, but it was like, oh, quick run to the store. It was like quick run to the store. What type of place did we go to? We went to a lounge. We went to, I would say it was a lounge slash it was a lounge. It was a lounge. It was like the type of environment where everybody's kind of like standing around. The music is, hip hop, whatever. They had a bar, whatever. And but it's Augusta though. It's baby to me. Okay, let me just go ahead. Like I told her I was like this is the ghetto to me. Like because we grew up in the hood, so I'm just like oh like we're in the ghetto. Um, some southern areas do have that rap, but for some attire, it does depend on what style look you're going for. They dressed up like they're going to a friend's house. Exactly. I think Augusta is the country. Right. Okay. Okay. So let me tell y'all. So we we really got dressed to take pictures for her birthday. Like we weren't even gonna go out, and we went out. We decided at the last minute to go out, like last call. So, we had like we were walking around in our slides and fuzzy slides, pretty much like house slippers that, but they were new because I got them as a gift for her, and then I got me like a sort of kind of like a matching pair. So we had some fuzzy slides on. So because we were taking pictures and then at the last minute decided to like we were taking pictures with our shoes on and then at the last minute we decided to go out. We had our slides with us, but it was like a probably like a 15-minute walk. So we were like, fuck it, we're not walking in these shoes. We put on our slides and walked to the lounge and then we put our actual, heels on or whatever. We would never do that in New York. We would never do that in New York. Never, never. We would never be caught dead walking to the club, lounge, bar, whatever nightlife spot in some slides. We would never do it. Now they were cute. They weren't raggedy. They were new. They were cute, and our toes were done. I knew I was in the country because I be forgetting that Georgia is further south than North Carolina. Like it's way further south. I knew I was in the country when one I saw how everybody was dressed, but two I got called bougie for having on slides. When somebody said, "Oh, you trying to be bougie? You got on the fuzzy slides." I was like, "This is ghetto where I come from." So yeah, I was indulging in a little bit of the ratchetry. I was indulging a little bit, because I know how to like I know how to adjust to the environment. So I was indulging in a little bit of the ratchetry by having on slides, like at the whatever spot or whatever. Well, I put on my shoes before I went in, but when I came back out, we ended up switching back into our slides to walk back to the hotel. And somebody told me I was bougie for having on slides. And I was like, I literally said, bougie? This is ghetto where I come from. I said, where I come from, we consider this ghetto. Like, we're ratchet. What are you talking about? It was a mess. I had a good time though, but it was Jen, I'm not gonna read your comment out loud, but maybe sometimes that's where the fun is at. Okay. It was definitely not my vibe, but I can adapt. I can adapt. I just know next time I go back, I'm picking the spots. I'm picking the places because my friend, she that's my girl. She be outside. She like them thugging a little bit. She like them, and when I say them, I mean like the environment. She like a little bit of a ghetto vibe. I just don't feel like we were dressed for that. Like we were dressed like we were actually going somewhere nice. So we stuck out. So it was interesting. It was interesting. So yeah, I mean, somebody said earlier New York sets the trends, but I wouldn't consider myself a trendy dresser. Like I don't follow trends. I don't know what everybody else is wearing. I don't know anything about brands. I don't know any of that. I just know how to be a girl and get dressed and look like a girl. Like that's it. Um, But in the South, they be down bad. Maybe I shouldn't say in the South. Maybe I should say in the country. Who would say saying just the South, but saying the country is like it's two sides of the same coin, but it's a different connotation. Jen. I thought I'd had on the brim. I was trying to like Jennifer. Jennifer? Jennifer. Jennifer. Jen. Okay. Stop. Stop. When this uploads and somebody's watching this part, they're not gonna be able to see the comment chat. So they're gonna be wondering what the hell you said. That's why I'm not reading it. They're gonna have to wait for the video to fully process. To be like, what the hell Jim was talking about? Anybody watching this on the playback immediately not gonna know what the hell you said. They're not gonna know. This girl was wearing a tight jumpsuit that were shorts and some cute furry boots, knee-high ones at Disneyland in the freezing cold weather. Yeah, they all had on the big furries. Not all, but a lot of them. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes Jen, come on, Jen, don't act like you can't adapt to certain environments, okay? Like we all do it. We all have our moment in the ghetto a little bit. Like, and when I say in the ghetto, I mean like downtown, like Augusta, I don't want to offend nobody from Augusta, but like, because I'm from the Bronx, so you could say the Bronx is ghetto, but Augusta as a city is like, from my understanding, ghetto. And we were downtown, which is more ghetto. So when there's like six cops per block, we're in a problematic area. We're in a problematic area. But I had a good time. I had a good time. I was just like, this is Jen, shut up. Oh my gosh, no. Yes, but no. No, definitely not my vibe. Definitely not my vibe. But it was fun. It was fun. Sometimes it's fun. I wouldn't have picked it. I would not have picked it. But we went and it was a good time for about 45 minutes and then we left. I just thought it was interesting. Yeah, I'm observing my environment and I'm like we look like I don't know how to explain it. It don't matter. Whatever. Shut up, Jennifer. Shut up. Stop. Stop. Stop being like that. Hmm. Stop being like that. So I'll say the country because if I say South, people from the big cities gonna be like, oh, that don't apply to us. So Miami, um, Atlanta, Houston, is Memphis a big city? I don't know. I've never been. Uh, like the big city, the popular cities, they gonna be like, no, that don't apply to us. So I can't say the South. I have to specify the country, which is a part of the South. Like like there's the South, right? Like your southern states, but then there's like the country, which are country parts of those states. Keep going, Jen. No, Journey of Life. She's a bad influence. I will say, if I was hanging out with Jen, we would not have been in this place. So there's variety. There's variety. If I Jen would look at me like, V, let's go. V, V, let's go. Like we're gonna go over here. Like no, no, no. I expect Jen to take me to like a nice wine bar, a nice brunch spot. You know, somewhere we can sit and talk, have a little num num, a little drinky drink. Not too many drinks. Certain environments make you like. And what's crazy was most of our drinking was like in our room. Like we weren't even out really drinking. Mm. With her skinny, tall self, I can see it. V. Yeah, Jen would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But I would expect Jen to take me to like a museum, like a arts museum or like an artsy district in Boston. You know, that's what I would expect. I would expect Journey of Life to take me to like the carnival, the fair with the kid, the aquarium. Like we're taking the kids to the aquarium, the zoo, the beach. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds like you need a members meetup. I don't think we're there yet. No, I would love one. I just Let me tell y'all something. I don't like planning anything. What you mean? Oh hell no, Journey? We not going to the aquarium? That's what I would. What you mean, Journey? Or are you talking to reindeer? Beach, okay, I do that. Okay. Um, so yeah, no, I would love to. Well, I plan to eventually. It's just I have to be in a really good headspace for that because I don't like the planning. And honestly, like a meetup wouldn't even really seriously be planned. It would be like, here's what I'm gonna be, here's where I'm gonna be. And if you want to be there, come meet me there. And it's probably honestly, I can't even guarantee it would be somebody somewhere stateside. The kids stay at home journey. You's a lie, journey. You is a lie. Jenny gonna be will be like, hold the baby real quick. Exactly, 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 Jen. See, you talk about some of the kids. That was a lie. It's a lie. No, they not. No. Baby boss, boss baby, boss baby. Like, please. Right. Okay. I know she taking me to the beach with the kids. I know she is. I know she is. I know. I know. And I didn't hear no pushback from Jen, which means I'm like sort of kind of accurate. You know? I understand. Right? I actually don't even know what city you're in. I know where almost everybody's at. That's not how meetups work. You need to plan. This is why there hasn't been one because I'm not going to plan it. I mean, eventually, maybe, but you know why? Because I don't like the stress of like people saying they're going to come and then they don't. So like I'm not doing no event space like some content creators do. I'm not no, no. Journey gonna pack sandwiches. And then I'm gonna cry because there's gonna be lettuce. So she's gonna have a like an additional child. She's gonna have an additional child to deal with. Like, because I'm the type of kid that can't like if there's something on my food that I don't like, I can't just take it off. Once it's touched it, it's completely ruined. I'm that kid. I'm that kid. I am. I am. I am. I am. But yeah, as far as like planning a meetup, eventually, like because it's something that I have to take seriously, and I know I'm not in a mental headspace to take it seriously. I know I'm not. I know I'm not in the space to take it seriously. I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I know I'm not. So yeah. What's more likely to happen is that I end up in somebody's city and then I see if they want to meet up that way. But as far as like a group thing, yeah. Yeah. And I feel like the more people you have, the more people like give their input, the harder it is to narrow down plans. Yeah, it's hard. You're the kid I'd slap and say eat or starve. Yeah, see, I was spoiled. I didn't grow up that way. I didn't have a lot, but I damn sure didn't have to eat what I didn't want to eat. So I kind of yeah, I mean it was fun, I'm gonna be like, it got lettuce on it. You know what? Lettuce wouldn't do it that bad. Olives would though. Like olives or like what would make me like cry real tears or like sauce. Like don't put sauce on my food. Like if Journey tried to like be like think ahead and be like, all right, I know she's a child, so let me just get her some chicken wings. But then it got like barbecue sauce all over it. I'm like, but it got barbecue sauce on it. Yes, I'm that kid. I would cry real tears if my food touches something that I don't want to eat. Oh, just wipe it up. Mayo. Oh my God. You try to give me a sandwich? A sandwich. Maybe Baby Journey was really, really thoughtful and was like, I know what to do. I'm gonna get her a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. She's from New York and everything, but it got mayo on it. Sandwich gonna sit right there. Hmm. Any normal person would be like, just wipe the mayo off. No, just wipe it off. I still taste it. I'm bad. I'm bad. So before I come see any of y'all, find out where the chicken is at and just take me there. Um, just take me there. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to run and go get a coffee real quick. I just wanted to catch you guys up. We are not going back to doing verticals. I didn't even enjoy doing this vertical. Not that I didn't enjoy catching up with y'all, but this format, I don't enjoy it anymore. I don't even know if my headphone died, so the audio probably changed and I didn't even know. But I go back to South Carolina this weekend. I may stay an extra day so that I can get my live stream out of the way. Um, and we have some videos that Reindeer sent me that we have to go over. I don't have a food diary from this past week to go over, so probably by the time we get to Saturday, I'll have a food diary from this coming up week to go over. Um, I'm not a person who likes to waste food, so if I know you don't like something, I wouldn't do that to you. But that's the point. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, like unless you asked in advance. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me. Sorry for the late notification. I don't even know if any of y'all got notifications or y'all just happen to see that I popped up live. But thank y'all for joining with me. Thank you for liking the stream if you have already. We are back up to 170. It's not the end of the world. It is okay. I'm almost through my first 30 ounces. Okay, I'm almost to my first 30 ounces, so I'm gonna try to get through two more of these today, or one more of these and some electrolytes or something, right? So I love you all. I will see y'all later this week. Make sure your notifications are set, and I'll see y'all on Saturday. All right. I love you all. Bye.